Hey guys, it's Desiree from Vibe.com, and we are here with Devi Brown. How are you, my dear?
Feeling good. I'm blessed to be here with you.
Yay, me too. I'm so happy. So we're here to talk about your book, Crystal Bliss.
Yes.
But before we get into that, I want to know a little bit about you and how you got into meditation, how you got into crystals and wellness, and what brought you to create this book.
Okay, it's been a journey. Well, my background is in entertainment, primarily like hip hop, radio, and TV. And I was doing that since, as soon as I could work. I kind of got into that field really, really young, around 18. And all of my 20s were a blur. And, my life, it became just 100% focused on career and climbing that ladder and, checking off all these different points of hashtag goal and success, and which was amazing and something I'm really grateful for. I got to do a lot of really cool stuff, but the higher and higher I climbed, the more that I did, I felt like, what else? There has to be something more. I'm checking all these things off my list. Everyone says this is what success is supposed to look like. Why am I not ecstatic? Why don't I feel settled? Why did I still feel restless, like something was pulling at me? And it really kind of started to stress me out, feeling that way. I was stressed out at work, and then I was stressed out because I felt like I didn't know what else I needed to be doing to feel more whole and fulfilled. And that kind of stress led me to just really want to dive into that. And I think sometimes, when we're feeling that restlessness, we want to distract ourselves.
Right.
Or, let me just make more friend time, or let me do this, or let me,
just fill it up.
Yeah, let me fill that up.
Yeah.
And sometimes you got to sit with that emptiness to really figure it out, what's going to make you feel more whole. And that's what I tried to do when I began to feel that way. And through that, I kind of discovered meditation, and everything changed. I embarked on this 10-day, what I thought was going to be like a detox retreat, right? So I'm thinking, I'm going to eat really good, and I'm going to do yoga, and I didn't really know what to expect. But I walked in, and that's where I learned how to meditate at the Chopra Center with Deepak Chopra, and it changed everything for me. Learning how to meditate opened up my whole world. Learning how to be really still and really silent, especially in such a fast-paced career environment that I had been in. It was shocking at first. I was like, I can be quiet. I can actually have the ability to turn off,
Exactly.
And as soon as I did, it just, it shifted a lot in me, and it started that kind of energy of being a seeker. Once I learned that piece and I started realizing how much better I felt, how much more whole I felt, how much more present I could be, it really led me into this kind of rabbit hole of what else can I learn?
Yeah.
How else can I grow? What is the best version of Devi that I can be?
There's so many misconceptions about crystals and meditation and just wellness overall.
Yeah.
And I loved how in Crystal Bliss, you really broke it down. You gave people the definition of your chakras, and you could put stones under your pillow for sleeping, and it was just so much. So you said that your friends would be like, hey, why are you talking to rocks, and is she turning into a witch? What's really happening?
Right.
So what are for people that aren't familiar with crystals, what are some of the biggest misconceptions?
Some of the biggest misconceptions I think people have about crystals is that it's off the pages of Harry Potter. You imagine that I'm gonna stand with a crystal and be like abracadabra, or all of a sudden your whole life is gonna change, and that's not how it works. Crystals are incredible, beautiful, sacred energy that enhances you for the path you're already seeking out. I look at crystals as amazing amplifiers to the energy that I'm looking to have more of in my life.
Well, starting out, you had a portion where you had maybe 5 stones for beginners. So tell me a little bit about those stones and your favorite ones as well.
Okay, so my very first stone that I ever personally had, and it's on my top 5 list, was citrine. And I love citrine because it's also known as the stone of success. It's a great stone for destiny and for being able to really set yourself up to stand in the fullness of opportunities and recognize them when they come. So I think that's a great stone because it helps you on so many levels. Super beautiful. Clear quartz is also a really good go-to stone for a lot of people. It brings focus and clarity. It's one of the more easier stones to find, so that's a great stone to start with, because you can find them in all different kinds of shapes and sizes and points and balls, and really, really versatile. Another stone that I love that I think everyone should start with is amethyst. That's also, a lot of the stones that I chose for like the starter pack of 5 stones, they're stones that I know people can find almost anywhere. Wherever in the world you are, you'll probably be able to find these. So amethyst was one of those stones, and it's a stone that's really known for its kind of like divine power and its ability to help you break through obstacles like addiction. And that doesn't just have to mean like addiction to some of the harder stuff, it can also mean like addictive behaviors and, girl, are you running back into the same relationship, repeating the same cycles?
Addicted to love, addicted to money, just addicted to a lot of things that kind of like pull you down. I wanted to know, as a woman of color and going through this with self-love and self-care, how did you learn a little bit about kind of like going through this, I guess, in times like this?
It's tough, and right now, especially with the political climate, with the things we see happening in the world, we're not really built to take on this much stress. Everything is in our hands now. So I can watch a video that is so tragic in between liking pictures of an outfit or, liking pictures of one of my favorite artists. And that's not natural. It's not natural to have these like blips of things that really shake you to your core, and then you're going about your day like nothing. So I think like really recognizing how to center yourself every day is so important. Trying to turn off certain filters to different things that you look at. Stop consuming so much information all the time is really important. But I really, I feel like right now, it's just monumental to remember that some things have to be destroyed to be rebuilt. And that's kind of the outlook I've been taking. I, like probably many people, was so incredibly frustrated when Trump first got elected, when we're seeing all of these officers get off, for murdering people in our communities, when we're seeing the lack of empathy and understanding that is coming from different communities for the plight that people of color go through. It's maddening, it's infuriating. But all of this had to happen because I think, the way we were built in this country, the foundation was always shaky. We never came from a place where people were equal or where America was quote unquote great, It's never been that yet. It can be that.
Definitely.
But in order to be that, you have to destroy what's in place and rebuild. And so I think we're the generation that is going to be the shift for the world. We're going to be the shift in history because it's no coincidence that we're all kind of into self-care now.
Yeah.
That's not a coincidence.
Right.
Like we're all, for the first time, having conversations that masses of people have never had in history. We're diving in deep. We are practicing self-discovery in every moment. And I think that God brought us that at the same time that he's bringing us some of this destructive energy, because we need both to repair, to heal, to change everything for the generations that come. So I try to stay positive in the sense of not turning a blind eye or being kind of overly optimistic about the things that are happening, but I kind of sit in the fullness of understanding that this is a really painful time, but incredible things will be birthed from it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for talking with me.